Drop a yes in the comments below if you've ever heard the phrase, the money is in the follow-up. In the coaching industry, in the sales industry as a whole, especially when it comes to women coaches, women in sales, moms in sales, one of the things we hear about is how follow-up is key and very important to high ticket sales closing rates. The more conversion you have simply because you have followed up with a potential client who was maybe thinking about it or wanted more information or wanted more time. Here's the thing. Doing sales the old way, high ticket sales the old way, is completely dead. Mastering how to follow up is a great skill to have. Kind of like mastering how to overcome objections. But what if you never had to overcome objections? And what if you never had to follow up? But let's focus on follow up for now. What if you did not have to follow up because you are working, you are attracting your best fit high-end coaching clients? I'm not talking about high paying, high net worth or rich clients. I'm talking about high-end coaching clients who move fast without any excuses into the thing they're committed to co-create in their lives, their relationships, or their business. If you attract those people who are willing to move fast with zero excuses, if you attract the people who raise their hands, ask for the sale, and then sell themselves into the offer by convincing you why they need to work with you right now, why would you need to follow up? You know, the old way of doing sales is all about mastering these different skill sets that God didn't call you to master. Because what if you just want to simplify your coaching business so that you have more time in your life to do the things that you want to do, to spend more time with God, more time with your family, get your health back, get your sanity back, get your life back, and enjoy sales by creating a powerful, beautiful buying experience for the people that you're here to serve, the premium value offers that you're here to sell. So you're not chasing a million different people trying to follow up, trying to call them, send emails. No, you're working with a 5 or 10 or 15 people max that God has called you to serve deeper with premium value, high ticket coaching offers. What will that look like for your life and business? How does it feel in your body to just hear that you don't need more clients or you don't need to make more sales or more follow-ups to make profits in your business? Because everybody else is trying to make money, okay? And making money is a job, it's a salary. But making profits, that's a business that gives you the spaciousness, time freedom, money freedom, and creative freedom, quality of life that you want for you now, in this lifetime. So what does it look like to not need to follow up? It means that you have mastered and dialed in your messaging and your sales strategy with two things: pre-qualification and proper disqualification. And this is where I see women have challenges, because we don't want to leave anyone out and we think we're here for everyone. No, even Jesus went the other way sometimes, okay? You're not here for everyone. So when you properly disqualify people, when you pre-qualify people, it changes the game of sales. This is how we do sales the new way, so that clients are the ones asking for the sale. They're the ones asking for the sale. They're the ones asking how to make you shut up and take their money now. So what is pre-qualification and proper disqualification? So pre-qualification and proper disqualification happen from the beginning to the end, from the moment that you start to midwife the gifts that God has given you to create the foundation for the type of profitable business that you want. It doesn't matter if you've been in business for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Most people have been in business for 40 years and have never created a foundation for a going concern coaching business, because they're rushing their business trying to make money, and they're building more floors on the house that has no foundation, so it comes crashing 10 years later. They burn out and they want to do something else. No, you want to build a foundation in your coaching business, whether you've been doing it for 10 or 20 years, that makes you have the skills where even if you quit coaching to go be a baker, you can still make millions of dollars a month because you have these foundational skills. So you midwife those gifts that God has given you for your very specific people. And because you're partnering with God, with Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit, you get the wisdom to understand and identify what those gifts are and who they're for. Because your gifts that God has put in your prosperous womb are tied to the very specific real problem, real issue, real desire, real challenge, opportunity that your specific client is facing. And they're praying for you to show up with that premium value offer that gives them the transformation that they want. So they don't have to do 30 different low ticket offers just to get the healing in their body, just to have the baby, just to get married, just to become the woman who attracts the man that she wants to spend the rest of her life with, just to make $100K months or $1 million months. No, it's the one powerful premium value offer that you midwife using the gifts God has given you for the people that God has called you to serve. Pre-qualification. And then when you get to your messaging is where you start to properly disqualify people, because that is where you use God's fullest expression through you to say what needs to be said for the people who want to create the result that you're selling. To say what needs to be said so you attract only those people and you repel everyone else. So you push everyone away and you're left with the 1, 2, or 3 people that you're here to serve at the highest level. Because when you're selling a $100,000 coaching offer or a $50,000 coaching offer, it's a depth game, a value proposition game, not a volume game. You don't need subscribers. You don't need people on social media. I've never used social media to sell my coaching. You just sell where the people are, because you have the wisdom of God and you partner with the Holy Spirit to work through you to identify and nail down where your people are and who they are, what matters to them the most, what they care about the most, what they value the most, and what is most important to them about the thing that they want. When you have that, then you speak directly only to them. The other 99,000 people who that thing is not important to, I'm not going to buy it. And you're going to say, oh my gosh, nobody's liking my posts. You know, I don't have any followers on social media. They don't want what you have. But there are these 5 people on social media who actually do want what you have. Speak to them. That is proper disqualification. And then you have your sales application, where they have to answer these questions before they get on the call to work with you. And I have a couple of questions on my sales application. I'm going to link my sales application below so you can see an example of how I properly disqualify people. And if you watch my videos, you can hear messaging that I use to properly disqualify people. I work with clients who move fast without any excuses into the offer they want. They're self-led. I don't have to hold their hands. They're committed to what they want. They're not fangirling over me. They don't have me on a pedestal. They have God on a pedestal, and they have a relationship with Him, and they're willing to co-create what God has asked them to do in their life, in their relationship, in their career, in their business. And they use the offer that God has midwifed through me to do that. It has nothing to do with me. They don't need me. They just want the offer, so they pay me for that offer no matter how much it costs, because the value is so much that the investment is a drop in the bucket. So I'm going to link my sales application below for God Made Women Millionaires, so you can see how I properly disqualify people, so that they go to the application form and they say, oh, yeah, if I have to do all of this, I don't need to work with you. That's proper disqualification. So the one person who comes through is my one client. When she gets on the call, I am just looking to see if I want to spend the next 18 months with her, if I want to spend a VIP day with her. I'm looking to see, what do I want to do with her? Is she the person I want to work with? And she's looking to sell me into working with her, because on my application, I properly disqualify by saying, this is how much it costs to work with me. If you're not ready with the money or ready to be resourceful yet, now it's not a great time to have a sales conversation, okay? And if you're not ready to start now, and if you have any objections, now is not the time, because I don't overcome objections. I'm very clear. It's proper disqualification. It means less people are filtered through, but they're the people who are going to pay now, and there requires no follow-up. I don't have any ego problems about numbers. I'm not a volume person. I'm a depth person. So I don't need to have 1,000 people or 10 people. I literally only work with 5 women in my coaching business in God Made Women Millionaires privately. So I don't have the capacity. I don't want the capacity to have that many people, because that is not the work God has called me to do. So identify who God is calling you to be, what He has called you to do, and you never have to follow up and speak to the 5, 10, or 15 people in the world. There's 7 billion people in the world. The odds are in your favor for your 5, 10, or 15 clients for the year. The odds are in your favor when you're doing high-ticket sales. You want to go deeper. You want to simplify your business, and you don't need to do the sales call or the follow-up calls, because there's no need to. That's the old way of selling, where you had to go through all these steps, climb the mountain, jump through the hoops, climb over the open door instead of walking through it, just so you can sell. So you can say, oh, watch me sell this pen. Look at all the things I've done. I'm so amazing. I'm so great. No, God is great. God is amazing, and has given you all these skills and tools to sell without having to do all of these things. Okay? So identify for yourself what is most important to your client. Identify what she cares about the most. Identify what she values the most. Identify the thing that is most important to her and give her that thing. And she doesn't say no. She doesn't say, oh, I need more time, because she wants it yesterday. And then sell it to her. And in your messaging, this is the biggest part. Dial it in. Speak only to that 1 or 2 people. Speak only to that 1 or 2 people. To the one person, and the second person will hear that. She'll recognize herself in the offer, because she can see that you care for her, that you value her, that you understand her, that you've heard her, that you see her, that this is for her. You created it especially for her. How did you even know she was having that problem? She has never talked to you before. How did you know that's how she was feeling? It's because you understand her. In the link in the description below, I'm also going to drop down a link to about 600 videos where I talk about understanding your high-end coaching clients so that they can ask for the sale when they see your messaging in their email, on social media, on your Facebook Live, on YouTube, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, wherever you are. They see it and they know it's for them because they recognize themselves in it, in the outcome, and they realize for the first time, this is possible for me today, and they sell themselves into that offer. So all of these resources are in the link below. Let me know how this lands for you. And hello, beautiful. Welcome to Moms in Sales.